The Table is Yours podcast contains content that may not be suitable for some audiences, such as themes of violence, swearing, sexual language, alcohol, and death. We advise you to check the episode description for any other specific content warnings. Please, if any sequences or episodes are ever triggering or uncomfortable in any way, we ask you take a pause from the episode or skip it entirely. It is important that our table is a safe space for everyone, including you.
The Table is Yours podcast is a role-playing adventure show where a bunch of friends around a table and, through video call, play tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons & Dragons. Together, we hope to bring the joy and fun of our game to you, wherever you are, as if you're part of our table. For when you're sitting, creating, and playing with us, the table is yours.
Hello, and welcome to The Table is Yours, a role-playing adventure where a bunch of friends, through Discord and live, play Dungeons & Dragons. I am your lovely DM, your favorite person in the entire world, Con Riley. My pronouns are they, them. But let's go around and meet our fun furry cast.
Alright, we're restarting.
I'm the only person here that can legally say
everybody
I'm part
hates
of the
me.
furry cast.
Your favorite. Everybody hates me.
You!
Me, this one. Hi, I'm back in the physical realm. After my brief stint in the other.
Yeah, exactly. Time moved faster there.
My name is Lexi May. I use she, her pronouns. I play one, the human artificer. You can find me. I guess I should start using social media again. I've completely detoxed my phone.
Yes.
Oh, yes,
away.
yeah.
So you can find
Promote
me on
us.
Be Real with Lexi May Help You. I'll start posting again. I should probably do that. And I mean, most of the other time I'm not really on social media, so go follow TTIY and you'll see more me.
Hey.
Oh, should I give a fun fact?
Yeah.
Fun fact, everybody's done with my shit.
Hello, my name is Andrew, and I play Wash. My pronouns are he, him, and you can find me hiding in a cave out in the forest, your local forest.
Yeah, that's right. The one right next door.
What does everyone feel like?
My fun fact is, I got new diets.
Hey! My name is Sydney. My pronouns are she, her. I play Codex Sayori, our resident nightmare. I didn't prepare a fun fact because I was too busy cleaning my room.
Giving everybody facts, everybody overall statement.
Everybody loves your new clean room.
No, everybody should be scared of what I'm going to do as Codex because there's nothing is off limits right now.
Nothing is sacred.
So excited.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I still am playing Isabella Ballador, the tiefling paladin bard of the group.
Still? What do you mean still?
I don't know. I mean, she's doing some risky shit. She might die soon. I don't know. So just in case, like a still. I use she, her pronouns. And everybody should know, after Lexi's fun fact of she has been doing a social media detox, she will be having a wonderful awakening of the reels that I continue to send her on Instagram, no matter if I get a response or not. So there's probably quite the cultivated experience.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Right.
My name is Vic. I play resident rat boy Terrence Astanis. I have a thing going, and I'm going to keep it going. Too
I
bad.
don't want it. I hope we get one fan that says, I hate that fake person.
Too late. They already do. There's plenty of them.
My fun fact is everybody hates me more than Colin.
Including.
I use they, them pronouns. My fun fact today is that everybody hates Chris, but everybody loves Raymond.
Shut up.
Hey guys, I'm Heather Alexandria Lore. I play Shay Erebos. You can find me on Instagram and most social media at Land of Lore. And my fun fact of the day is a living room used to be called a death room because that's where all of the dead bodies would be when people would mourn. And then when it became less common to do like memorials and everything in the death room, there was an article put out in like a women's magazine promoting the idea of making it the living room instead. So now it's called the living room.
I live. Of course, you can follow us everywhere at TTIYDND. That is on all socials. That is on all socials. That is Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Patreon, somewhere else.
TikTok.
TikTok. Let's get into our recap. What story shall be sung today? One can never know how the melody might sound. Our adventurers have already begun to pluck the strings of their story, and their combined composition is unfolding like a road before us.
Casimir told me he was Balthazar's brother, and then he info-dumped. Balthazar had a weird fascination with Codex, started an undead army, and was planning something even bigger. Casimir then told me Vorano is a pawn of Balthazar's and that his brother is the real threat, and he kept going. Balthazar and Casimir are the brothers of Fiora de Marta, the bull of the Nerimont Society. She wanted Casimir to keep tabs on the Fated Fates because we got involved with the graduation shit, and she also wanted to keep tabs specifically on Cornelia and Codex because they helped steal the Darkroot Diamond. What? I ignored almost everything he said and asked about my dead partner, who I guess is a husk of his former self. Downstairs in the tap room of the Lost and Found, we agreed to host the Fated Fates mystery auction to lure Vorano out of hiding. Shay went to Darien and got 10,000 gold for the event. She set out to Teeters and got the owner to agree to host, for less than 10,000, and she pocketed the remainder, unbeknownst to us. Over the next week, Codex and Wash went to the Oral Envoy, talked to Phoebe, and sent the invitations. Phoebe didn't hide her shock when she noticed Codex invited Balthazar, and then she blurred? Codex dubbed that problem number 6. The day of the auction, we gathered at our table and watched as a wild array of guests arrived, most notably Balthazar, who Codex somehow forgot to mention she invited, and still everyone gave me shit about inviting my parents. We chatted, all lies. Balthazar approached Codex for a dance. Codex straight up asked Balthazar to kill Vorano for us, which amused him. He said they could probably make some sort of an agreement, as he gestured towards a coffin-like box making its way to center stage. He approached it, cracked it open, and revealed Vorano's body. He told everyone that we killed Vorano, the person responsible for the attacks on the graduations, and asked those present to start bidding to the benefactor of the Fated Fates. There's only one problem. I don't remember us killing Vorano.
Any questions, concerns, comments, queries, wonders, hopes, dreams, failures?
Dang, those Fated Fates seem like they're having a rough time.
Yeah. All right. Well, then with that, let us pick up from there. Before I say the table is yours, let me give you a bit of an introduction of what's going on. So Balthazar kind of like finishes with that with like, we'll start the bidding at 10,000. There is like, I would not, like, there's like a gasp of a pause, but it seems long, before you hear 30,000. When you all look, you turn to see Lady Seraphima unveil herself.
Nice. That's her name.
I'd love, more than anything, to support these heroes who have stopped this villain. We need more people like that in the Burg. We are the staple of society in Zabraria, so it would be my honor to support you all. Especially, and you watch as, currently there are two of her polished wall guards going towards you and Darien's like, what's happening?
Yeah, I'm gonna start trying to, like, crowd my way out.
Alright, roll a get out of the crowd check.
Don't pay attention.
Just a flat roll.
Plain. Roll a dex check at disadvantage.
It's the weirdest sneak I've ever seen.
Dex check. 9.
9. Yeah, so you...
I had a really good roll, too. I had a 19.
Yeah, sorry. You try to get through, but eventually you kind of get pulled, and as you start getting pulled, you do feel what feels like, you know these guards well, and you feel when their hands grab onto your wrist, you feel their other hands that touch your side, you feel is like the top of a blade coming out of their gauntlet.
Okay, while they grab me, I trip down, I'm going to quick cast Disguise Self, just to, like, hide myself, if you let me.
Say the guard has Mage Slayer.
The other leg comes off.
He's like a counterspell? No, I'm kidding.
You can. I will say Darien probably looks at you and goes, she's gonna know. There's no point. It's not for her, it's for everyone else. You don't think she'll reveal you? Let me do this.
please.
Just let me have my fun.
Okay. Yeah. Well, she's gonna have her fun, so that's great. This is gonna be great. This is all good, you guys. So as you kind of get brought up is when she's like finishing that tail end of the speech that she was saying. Especially since I now know that this group of heroes includes my niece. And the moment you walk up, she touches your hand and dispels magic immediately. Lady Seraphima says, "My niece Cornelia Rousseau. It's been so long, my dear. Thank you." And she like holds your hands and like holds you close.
And it's like you can see that she's trying to give it back. She's like, of course.
Roll perception.
Ooh. Perception. That's a unnatural 20.
Okay.
A genetically modified 20.
She's a little. How old are you? 5'10"?
5'10".
She's like probably like in heels, probably like 6 foot.
Yeah.
Ugh, women.
Tell me about it. Women.
As she's like kind of looking a little down at you, into your eyes, you do see a very familiar sight of her eyes flash orange for a second, and then back to like the natural blue they are. You take that as a warning.
Yeah. I usually it's like the smile becomes like much more lifelike.
She like looks back to Balthazar, and Balthazar will start the bidding then now at 30,000. Going once.
We're all looking around like, anybody?
Going.
Vamp, please.
Can I roll a d20 to see if someone sneezes and then they're like, oh?
Can I cast message?
Sure. You're gonna cast a message too.
Balthazar.
Before I say going twice.
She literally turns around so her back is to the crowd so people can't see her cast.
Can't you sell?
She's like, oh my god.
Chill out. This is just as good as subtle spell, except everybody knows that I'm just weird now. I'm gonna cast it at Balthazar and be like, "You're not gonna bid."
On your own thing.
Balthazar looks to you and just smiles and then looks back. Going twice.
I elbow Issa.
He's like,
Who is not even on stage?
Damn it, you're not close
I
enough.
just feel it. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
I cast message again at Issa. My back's still to the crowd. Do your parents have like money and stuff? Could they bid? Is that bad? Is that a bad idea?
Issa ignores the message. And unfortunately she's okay, so I just want to make like an insight or perception check on Casimir to see if he knew that Vorano was going to be in the box.
That'd be an insight check, yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. 22. Oh yeah.
I was gonna say that Casimir's face seemed very deadpan, but I think it always does. So, it doesn't look like he did, but he doesn't look surprised, but he doesn't look like, it doesn't look like he's intentionally hiding anything either.
She's like, well,
okay.
But you'd assume no.
Okay. I think Issa will like whisper to Casimir and be like, "Are you gonna bid?"
No.
Because I feel like Lady Seraphima having us on her team is like very much not good for you and your brother and your sister.
I don't work with my brother.
Right, that's why you could bid, because he started the bidding.
I don't have the money. Fiora would.
Oh. Okay.
Listen, Casimir, you saw my boobs.
Casimir, you saw my boobs. The least you could do is bid 31,000 gold on...
Casimir probably just says something like, I mean, Lady Seraphim is a very well-respected noble, so that would be good for an adventuring party, right?
No, I mean, I'm...
Sold!
Thrilled.
Nobody else wants to support the families.
Well, we started at 10,000 and somebody tripled it right off the bat. I think in the grand scheme of things, we did pretty good, I guess.
Clearly, it was gonna. She was gonna.
I was waiting. I didn't want to cut Issa off, but after Issa ignores my fucking message, I'm gonna like just be watching Balthazar, and the second he goes to open his mouth, I'm gonna cut him off, just like a really loud clearing my throat, and spin around very dramatically to face the crowd, and be like, "Lady Seraphima!"
Okay, redacting the sold, I guess.
Yeah, like as he's saying it, she's probably just like talking over him. She's like, Lady Seraphima, before you know this whole thing is done, I'm sure everybody here, including my adventuring party, and she like awkwardly gestures to everybody on the stage, would love to know what your intentions would be if you were in charge of us. What is your plan moving forward if you are in charge of the Fated Fates?
Well, I would supply you with housing. I would give you funds for armor, weapons. Of course, I have connections to people who might need help. And you all have helped a lot of people today.
If you'd forgive me, I wasn't curious about what you would do for us. I was curious about what you would have us do to serve the community.
I mean, that is up to you as adventurers. I'm here to guide, supply, nurture,
Can I roll an insight on one?
Sure, for what?
Just to see how she's feeling about the whole situation.
Sure, yeah.
Because, like, I have a good view of it from the stage. I have 15 on insight.
15 on insight.
Can I describe it?
Yeah, you don't have to give like it too much away, but enough that she can read into it.
You have a really hard time reading what she's feeling because you can tell that she's so practiced in holding this pose. You can tell this is familiar.
Yeah, this is a normal dynamic between the two, but
You can see it's like, you're like, this is two nobles interacting.
Got it. Okay.
Satisfying?
Yeah.
We just know that she wanted to kill us because she thought we were bad. We don't necessarily know anything is like wrong.
The only thing you know about
have suspicions.
The only
but
thing
we
you know
don't.
about Lady Seraphima for fact is that she loves a show. And she loves to have the problem solved quickly and having the villain at hand.
I was just gonna say, I think Issa, before Codex like does her thing, would have been telling Casimir like, "You're right. I mean, she's probably I don't know that much about her, but it's fine to have her." And then if Balthazar is going to say sold again, Issa's gonna walk on stage and shake Lady Seraphima's hand, or like extend her hand and be like, "Welcome to our party."
Watch it down, lean over to Shane, like, I said we take her for all she's worth.
I agree. I'm curious about how it'll end, but no reason we can't stay close.
I mean, I feel like it'd be fun to financially ruin a noble.
That's true. I'm down with it.
Okay. Now with that, Balthazar will say sold to Lady Seraphima as she and one walk up together, and then Issa, you can meet her handshake.
Yeah, I would try and meet the handshake before Balthazar gets the handshake for selling us. Like, I would try and just be like, "Welcome to the party, Lady Seraphima," and like a little, however it would be polite to greet such a high esteemed royal, like if it's a curtsy in this world or if it's just like
it would be like a half bow curtsy and then a kiss on the hand.
She'll do that. Yeah. She would know because she, in her backstory, like, has interacted with a few.
When you do that, after you do that, she kind of like, "Please, get up." And then she just like, she lets go of one, and she says, "I think we all should bow to you." And then she kind of starts it, and some other people do it.
Ew.
Not everybody, but some people in the crowd do it. Probably Lofta. He's like,
Sucker.
Balthazar then turns to Lady Seraphima and kind of just like gives her a quick shake of the hand and like says thank you. And as that happens, Lopta comes up and says, "All right, let the festivities continue. I just knew Balthazar wanted to have Sir Balthazar wanted a very grand first gesture. So we'll start with second gesture. It looks to be an old cabinet, and it's like
Can I, before we move off this like motif, can I make like some sort of check to see if Balthazar and Lady Seraphima like look like they might be in cahoots or anything? Like,
what's the vibe?
Sure. Roll an insight check.
Nat 20. Oh fuck.
Oh!
This new dice. Oh.
I'm messaging you.
Yes. Yes.
Just like, you can tell they
Secrets.
fuck.
You can tell they fuck.
It's a tender embrace.
It's a very familiar one.
I have my suspicions already.
Where the fuck is it?
Okay, got it.
Yep. So yeah, the new bidding starts, and the some people stay, but most people are going back to drinking, dancing, having a good time at this wonderful auction that is happening. So let us continue there.
Terrence kind of just stands and stares at Vorano's dead body.
Pokes his cheek.
If you stay and stay there, eventually, Balthazar probably shuts it and just many thanks, and then walks back into the hall.
No problem, boss.
Question.
I'm gonna.
Does Shay see anything?
For what?
Vorano.
Roll insight.
Oh yeah, wait, can I roll since I was standing there staring at his body?
Say since Shay's the only. Yeah, you can roll insight, but
just to I don't
you can
know.
roll insight.
Look for any tampering, how he died.
Oh, ghosty wise.
Yeah.
Noted.
Yeah.
What'd you get for your insight?
Mod 20.
Mod 20. No ghosts. What I will say is you didn't get a good look at Vorano, but intentionally you were not allowed to get a good look at Vorano. That's what I'll say.
I getcha.
What I can give you about his body, it was open casket, so it doesn't look like, it's not like you see bruises or cuts or anything. If there was a fucking mortician, it looks like unscathed and unarmed. There was no breathing, of course, but he didn't look necessarily look pale, but
more or less.
But he's a different race, so maybe not. Who
Yeah.
knows? But you didn't get a good look, and where the coffin was, with that insight, I'll be they intentionally had it a little bit further from you guys to look. All right, Lady Seraphim is going to go back to you and grab your hand and walk with you.
Oh, good. I was going to ask for her presence in another room.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Before we get to you, what are the rest of you doing? Casimir probably just kind of you went up to shake Seraphim's hand, Issa, and then you turn around and Casimir's there. You're but the rest of you are everyone but one is you're all there.
I think Issa will just turn to everyone and be like, I think it's probably a good thing. Friends close, enemies closer, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, I have to go explain this to my parents. Is there anything we need to do here immediately, or are we just going to go back and mingle like nothing's wrong? Because I think we might want to do that.
Is something wrong? And you're like, hello, person we've never met.
Who are you?
My name's Casimir.
And how did you get an invitation here? Do you know someone?
Points at Issa.
Oh.
Awkwardly, well, not even awkwardly, but deadpan points at Issa.
Are you Issa's boyfriend?
Issa's nodding at Casimir.
Yeah, Casimir deadpan nods back. I'm Balthazar's brother, and also the brother of the bull of the Naramont Society.
Oh, I see.
Still nodding.
Yeah.
What was your name?
Casimir.
Nice to meet you, Casimir.
You must be Shay.
That I am. How do you know that?
Eyes.
Everywhere, aren't they?
Most places.
Especially with relations as yours.
I guess so. So you all think you're in errant trouble then?
When are we not?
I mean, she did try to kill us before, so...
Yes.
Well, I suspect tension must be in this meeting right now, so maybe I shall remove myself and enjoy mingling. I'll see you in there, Issa. And then just about turns and walks away.
Issa winks and then nods her head.
There's Codex has a 1 second pause where you can literally see the thoughts turning in her head, and she's like, oh shit, and then she turns and she's gonna run after Balthazar.
Got it.
Great.
Unladylike, to say the least.
I love
Before
it.
anyone else leaves.
We better speak fast, yes?
Okay.
Hopefully before Codex runs away, Issa's gonna cast Bless on on Codex. If one is still there, or one leave.
One's probably gone.
Okay, then Codex, Terrence, and probably Shay get Bless.
Nice.
And then she's gonna go find her parents.
And that's what, a D4 to checks?
D4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
Love it.
And then for how long?
It's a minute. It's not very long, but she sees Codex's eyes go to Balthazar. She's like, well, good luck.
Take that one, I guess.
Yeah.
Anything our drunk team is doing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna get some air. So
Can I come with
Oh yeah, you probably see Clea kind of in. You
I
probably
was
see
gonna go to Clea.
Yeah, Clea will
Yeah.
probably like shoot you a look and then see you and just be like kind of like mouth. I'm going out. Like
Yeah, and Shay is instantly following.
I'm following you. I don't care. I'm not being by myself anymore. At least the guy that wants me dead most of all is dead. But
Alright.
I can't interact with people. I'm gonna follow you.
so, Clea turns around. Shay Wash follows Shay. Trails behind. Yeah. Codex. So you run towards Balthazar, who's probably just like grabbing a dark red wine.
Dark red wine. Is it warm?
Ugh. Of course, she probably almost trips because the dress is really long and she's not wearing heels, so she didn't get it tailored. So.
Oh, please tell me you trip a little and he catches you.
Making another meat cute.
And then when he catches you, a truck almost hits you and he stops with his hand.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, sure. Just for the lulz, she trips.
Yeah, you trip and like he's probably like holding his one wine glass and sipping, and he probably just like without even looking towards you, just puts his hand out and you fall on his hand, and like from your like chest, he just kind of like pushes you back up.
To like freeze for a second, the prey instinct to freeze, and she's like, okay, so that was crazy. I just want to make sure that we didn't shake on anything, so I just want to double check that like I don't now owe you any, like that would be silly because you did that before I asked, probably, unless you are magic of some kind.
I mean, you're magic, are you not?
I got a little bit of magic in me, but like, I can't just kill people from really far away.
Well, it's because you just don't have connections, Codex. Maybe when we were talking on the dance floor when you asked to have Vorano dead, maybe you missed me snap my fingers and my own people that work for me did it outside of the room. At that moment.
I mean, okay, so she like looks around to make sure no one's too close, but but like we didn't shake hands or anything, so we're cool, right? Like I don't have to steal anything or kill anyone or do anything for you, because you made that choice probably before you met Dave.
He like leans onto the bar a little and is like still drinking with his left hand. I'm assuming you're on his right for some reason, and he probably like just like turns like doesn't fully turn to you. You can kind of see like his side eye catching your gaze, and he kind of just says the thing of like, "Sure, we don't have to make it a deal. I mean, if you want me gone that bad, I'll just leave you alone, Codex."
Well, I didn't say that. I think that, okay, so I didn't say that. I was just getting like, there's a lot of people that we've met over the last like couple of days have had really weird vibes, including Lady Seraphima, 'cause that's weird. Like, I didn't invite her. Did you invite her? I didn't put a +1 on your invitation. So...
I don't know how she got here. I didn't invite her. We've never met.
I didn't even,
Liar.
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 She's like a really long pause as she's like processing it. She's like, let's just subject change. She's just like, I didn't know you had, well, your brother's here. That's cool. I didn't know he had a girlfriend though. And that's cool, I guess. But do you know if he's like, why didn't he bid? Or like, why didn't you bid? Like,
Bid after my own offer?
but I mean, yeah, but like, why didn't we make it more of like a bidding war or something? It was kind of.
Because I can't bid after my own offer. Someone else could have
At
offered.
least, oh. Wait.
So Codex, if you were to give me, let's say, I don't know, are you wearing a necklace?
Yeah, she has the little half coin.
Oh yeah.
Her and her brother split.
Let's say you would offer up that necklace, perhaps. Would you bid after your own necklace?
Yeah, because I like my necklace.
But then why did you put it up for auction in the first? Okay, something else. You bring in a fun little trinket. If you're giving it up for something as good of a cause as this, why would then you bid after that? Shouldn't you bid after other things, perhaps? It doesn't seem right to give something up just to pay for it back.
when you're supposed to be giving it away to others to get money for a better cause.
Yeah, but like my dad's talked about this before, and he said that sometimes when you do it, you can like try and push the price up higher. So like, why don't you try and I don't know. I feel like 30,000 gold. Like this party was kind of expensive, but I don't know. Is it like is that a good? Was it a good price?
The price is supposed to be going towards a good cause. You're not getting 30,000 gold. That's be giving.
No, I know. No. No, I know we're not getting 30,000 gold. Like what I'm saying.
I definitely know that. I definitely understand auctions. I know.
I know exactly how this works. I know we're not getting 30,000 gold, but what I'm saying is like, and don't get me wrong, like 30,000 gold is really good to get to a bunch of people, so I'm sure that's gonna help. Anyway, I think my main question right now, I just wanted to be sure. We don't have to talk anymore. I just wanted to be sure that I didn't owe you anything, because I'm not really, I'm not one of those people that it makes me nervous when I have open debts to people, and then I forget sometimes, and then, you know, they come back like a couple years later and they're like, hey, I bought you lunch that one time, and you haven't paid me back for it. What's going on? And then I just wanted to be sure that we didn't have any like open things. You don't have to leave. That would be weird, right? 'Cause if you left early.
Well, I held up my end of the I held up my end of the offer, so I mean, if you don't want to give it anything back, I guess that's just a good thing to note for future possible deals.
No. What I'm saying is we never made it like a deal, because I was still trying to figure out what I would have, like, I could probably have gone and just, you know, blasted Vorano or something. But what I'm saying is we never made it a deal, so I was curious, like, whether the cost of you just doing it would be too expensive, because I don't know what you'd want.
Are you doing that thing, just for like context, are you doing that thing where you're kind of like probably like fiddling with your hands and like looking down a bit? Or are you looking at him?
No, she's looking at him, and like but she talks with her hands a lot, and like she moves a lot, so she's just like, and like every now and then she'll like look away and then look back and look, like she's very animated.
If you're talking with your hands at all or fiddling with your hands, there's gonna be a point where he just like grabs your hands, like with his one hand, just kind of like to stop them, and then kind of puts them down, looks at you for like maybe like just like a second.
Well, I did it at your behest, Codex. Vorano's dead because of you.
And then lets go of your hands.
Cool. Her ears kind of like flatten back a little bit. Okay. Cool. So, just to be clear, then, you're interpreting all of this as like, now I owe you one, right?
Again, you don't have to owe me something, but then we just might not have any dealings in the future.
Just says his name except like puts her hands up on her face for a second. And she's like, okay, I can't handle if this is just gonna be like, ooh, do you or don't you owe me? Just can we just like, let's
Fine, you owe me something.
Oh shit. Okay. Is it cool if I let the rest of the crew know? Like, I feel like Dave might be a little pissed about this, but I think it'll be okay. Like, I think I can handle it. Or is this like a secret?
That's up to you, Codex. But if you can handle it, perfect. I'm going to mingle a bit, but I'm sure if you'd like to dance, I'll be on the dance floor at a point.
Okay, cool.
Thank you for your dealings, Codex.
And then kind of turns.
As he like glides away, she just like grabs like whatever's nearby and drinks it, and is like, "Fuck!" She's gonna go try and find Wash.
All right, let's go to 1.
Yeah.
Do we go somewhere?
Oh, of course you do.
Or do we go somewhere super private?
Oh, of course you do. Yeah, she probably like takes you into like a back room, and then just like shuts the door behind her, and without even like not a somatic movement, not a verbal sound, she just touches the doorknob, and you just watch as it like glows in fire, and then you just hear like as like any potential other door or window.
Yeah, and I'm changing into the dress.
She takes off the veil, and she kind of like loosens her dress a bit. Adelaide, or sorry, Cornelia? Leopold? What are we going by at this point?
Just don't refer to me. Just call me your beloved niece.
Or should I call you one?
Oh, do you want to give me another name too?
No, that's you giving your own name. So would that make Axel 2 now?
3.
Really, because I've heard things from your father.
What are you doing here?
Well, it is lovely when you have people that invite you, such as a few aggravated, I guess they're an adventuring party of their own, who met the rest of your group at my gala. From the Blue Crows or something. Gave me a little tip that somebody behind the horrible serums that were used would be hosting this event for the tragedy. Blue hair, ratty. Ring a bell?
I wouldn't know anything about it. I'm just a lady of the people.
Oh, not anymore, you're not.
I know. But for today, I'm your niece. What do you want from me?
We don't have to be enemies. We didn't have to originally. You're the one who decided to break mold.
So, I pose the question again. What do you want?
I think it'd be better to rejoin as two powers. Your knowledge, mine. My connections, yours. It's better to be a family when you lose. Right? Wouldn't Ezra want that?
So again, I pose the question. What do you want?
To be a family. Allyship.
You killed that family 5 years ago.
Oh, no. I think you'll see that it was you, Cornelia.
She kind of like looks at the doors again. What do you get out of having a family again? You want to kill another one? Are your ratings bad? Are you having a rough time? Do you need help, darling?
Is this helping you?
A little bit.
Get it all out. I can wait. Because the funny thing is, you don't scare me, but I know I scare you. So get it out. She kind of finds a seat and kind of puts back and crosses her legs. I can even put up something if you want to throw punches. I've learned a lot since our last time together.
I've also learned a lot. So don't think I've been sitting on my ass for the past few years.
Oh, then please. I'm defenseless. Enact your revenge. It doesn't have to be revenge. Again, the snowball that rolled down the hill was all pushed and caused by you. Once you were past the point of saving, that's when I took what I needed to take. I was your guide. I was your...
Let's say that this was my metaphorical snowball. Then are you the snow? You are the one that laid that foundation.
Well, darling, you've lived in the Berg long enough to know that there's much snow to be pushed.
She really turns just like right through a chair.
Okay. Got it out?
You keep my friends out of this.
It's too late now. The
You
fated
keep-
fates are... mine.
Yes, they're yours. You keep my friends out of this. This
Friends?
between us.
Oh, of course it'll be between us. Even a word, a peep, a morsel of information gets out. It won't just be Adelaide hanging. And this time I'll make sure it's the right body. Or we can be aunt and niece again.
We were never aunt and niece.
Of course we are, we're blood.
What happened to your daughter, your baby girl?
Oh, she died. Hung. A villainous traitor to the Berg. I do hope that doesn't happen again. I'd hate to lose another one. We women of power should really stick together, don't you think?
Deal. We'll play nice.
Run out to your friends. And it's over. She walks out. Issa!
Yeah, so I think as she's walking through the crowd to go to her parents where she last saw them, because I think they were upstairs or something, she is going to cast Divine Sense to just see if there's any, like, undead or fiends or, like, the detect good and evil vibe.
Oh yeah, there's undead. There are currently, at this moment in time, there are 2 undeads. Balthazar and Casimir.
Okay, yeah. So I think Issa, like, goes and grabs her parents' favorite drinks. Her mom doesn't drink, so just water. And then
My favorite!
her dad gets water. Mom, I brought you your favorite drink. You're welcome. And just, like...
Tom chugs it.
I think she just casually sits down and is just like, thanks for coming.
Issa, we can't believe it. Triple major and adventuring party member?
I know! So I was gonna tell you I wanted it to be a surprise, so I'm so thrilled that Lady Seraphima is our benefactor because I'm doing my capstone internship early, and so I'm interning with the Red Raven Adventuring Guild, and I just never thought we'd get such a high, hoity-toity benefactor. I think it's gonna look good for my grade.
Sorry, the water's very good. So it must be hard because you're at school so much, so you must not be with the adventuring party a lot, but you're there at good times, yes, lots of the important parts, but also you're at your studies. I'm so proud of you. And this is all to be, so you can be part of the whole multitude, and you can be, you're going to be an honor guard, I just know it.
Oh, yes, no, I am still pushing for Holy Night, Dad, so... Yeah.
And I couldn't be prouder. I don't have the words to express my... I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
And your boyfriend looks very lovely.
Oh yeah, he's very lovely, and
yeah, you turn to Casimir.
And she's like scanning the room a little bit for Casimir to make sure he doesn't walk over here. She's like,
no, he's right behind you when you sit.
Mr. Clean, right behind you.
Yeah. I like the idea of you like scanning the crowd, seeing like
nothing.
Terrence, I'm like, oh, I can't see him. Okay, he's probably outside.
Getting to watch, who's like smoking a cigarette indoors, and you're like, and then it's Casimir standing there completely deadpan, and you're like, yeah.
And we are going to maybe offer up our offering to the auction, and then maybe see if it gets sold, and then we probably are going to have an early night. We're staying with a couple of our colleagues more northern in the precinct, but we don't keep you from your night. This is a very big night for you. And I know you have a lot of tests coming up, so, and of course, villains to stop, which is great. So, yeah, we probably would do that, and then maybe we'll give you a quick goodbye and kiss on the cheek at both sides, of course, before we leave.
Right? Yeah, of course. It would be weird if you didn't do both sides, Mom. And then
she kind of like pinches your cheek.
Like, yeah. Oh, yeah. No. And then I think Issa's like, yeah. I'll catch up with you later. I have like one question, but we can do it later. It's not important. I'm gonna go find my boyfriend.
Sure. Yes. I think he's back there. And you just see Casimir like not directly behind you, but like just like behind like 20
and
feet.
Issa gets up, swiftly grabs his arm, and leads him onto the dance floor.
Okay.
If Casimir will let her, Issa is leading the dance, so it looks a little different than everyone else's, but she's pretty decent at dancing, and he is a bard, so I think it looks pretty... I think it looks like they're familiar with each other, which is just kind of what she's trying to convey.
Why did they say I was your boyfriend?
What did you ask? Sorry.
I said, why did they say I was your boyfriend?
Oh, well, I think it would be a little weird if you weren't my boyfriend at this point, because then I would just have been talking to you and knowing you this whole time without any reason, and it seems a little shady to do that when you're with an adventuring party that really doesn't like your brother, you know? So just...
You only know he's my brother because I told you he was my brother.
Yeah.
We don't really have any similarities other than the kind of facial features, the gold eyes and pale skin. He has black hair.
Yeah, you told them you were his brother.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you did. Yeah.
Would have been weird if you were my boyfriend.
Okay, so I'm pretending to be your boyfriend.
Yeah, it's more... Yeah, I mean, it's kind of for them, but it's more for my parents.
Oh, they don't know that your lover's dead?
Nope. Yeah, Isa falters, like, a little bit. Like, no. No, they don't. So I would just like to keep that to myself for now, because I don't... There would be a lot of questions and a lot of healing together and going through, you know, like the whole religious thing where they do all that stuff that I don't want to talk about or go through. So it's just kind of easier right now. And they had never met him, so if you could just... I don't intend to introduce you tonight, but just to keep up these appearances and whatnot. And then my party also, they don't know that he died, especially not in the graduation, because, you know Terrence, so that would kind of freak him out, I think.
I don't know Terrence, I've just observed Terrence.
Yeah, you observe a lot of us, but why? Do you observe our whole party, or strictly Terrence and I?
Well, it became apparent that Balthazar was watching you all, so I thought it might be best to also watch. I guess that doesn't make too much sense, but it does in my brain.
Yeah, you don't work with or for Balthazar, so
No,
I'm curious why.
I work with my sister.
Yeah, and so she wants to work against Balthazar?
Well, when it comes to my sister, she very much is the type... And at that moment, Fiora goes, Casimir, and just, like, grabs his arm and, like, he just was like, and just, like, pulled away. She is wearing a very fancy, like, almost, like, scarlet red dress that has those, like, an open back that has the, like
a teardrop.
Almost, like teardrop rubies almost. And she kind of, like, grabs Casimir's arm, and Casimir's like, ooh, like, as you see, like, basically a line of Shay Wash Terrence coming in behind. At that time, too, is probably when you also notice one, Cornelia, whoever the fuck she is. Who are you people? Her with somebody. And you probably all see Codex just at the bar, like, and then...
She does a shot, starts scanning the crowd, and she's like stopping on every single one of you to try and decide who to go talk to.
Yeah. So yeah.
We're all in the same room now. Terrence is at the bar drinking vodka straight.
Terrence, as you're sitting at the bar, are you still sitting at the bar?
Yeah. He's just sitting there watching them talk, like watching all of them kind of dance, eating an olive.
As you're sitting at the bar, there is a moment that like someone just kind of like sits next to, if you're just kind of like looking down at your drink, someone's probably kind of comes next to you and sits next to you, having a rough night.
I look over. Do I recognize this person?
You do. It is Lady Nova Venizeth.
Talk to yourself.
Exactly. Well, he's probably like looking, before he like looks over, he's probably like holding his drink in his hands and like spinning it around. Like, I usually don't do too well at parties. Hi.
Hi. I am not usually the party person either, to be honest. In both senses of the term. But, I mean, you got a patron, that must be exciting.
Yeah. It's good to have, support for our name. Alright.
Yeah, sometimes it just gets thrust upon you and it just happens really, really, really fast. So, it's a lot. I can get it. And... I mean, it was a tragedy, so...
Yeah.
It's good to know there's people who are still heroes, you know?
Yeah, it's nice. We just wanted to do something to make up for the loss. It's unfair. I had friends that went to the summit, and we all have connections to people who were there, and the people who made it out okay or lucky, and we wanted to do something for the people who weren't as lucky.
Now, with my, I mean, not that I'm old, I still look pretty young, but with my growing age, I'm not the type to get involved any longer, especially after some recent events, but, can I give you a word of advice?
Sure.
I hate to say that I notice immediately on all of your faces you didn't look quite content with the auction. If you have a gut feeling, listen to it, okay?
Thanks. I think I needed to hear that.
Don't be foolish or brash about it, but if you have a gut feeling, it usually means something. So, yeah.
Yeah. It's hard in a city like this. You're from Estrax, right? It's much more spread out.
I haven't lived in Astrax in
Well,
50 years.
that's where your adventuring was.
Yeah.
But, I feel like with a city like this, it's so condensed. There's so much talk, and there's so much movement. And you never know what's going on at any given time. It's hard to keep up. But sometimes trusting your gut can get you into bad things a little quicker. Here.
If you're anything like the adventuring party that I was part of, or other ones I know of, until that final act, you're not going to know what's going on. My husband, during his speech at the graduation, said something along the lines of, not everyone's going to stop a god, but even stopping a pack of gnolls. Expect the unexpected and trust your gut. And be honest. Honesty's a big thing. It doesn't happen immediately, but you'll get there.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
We're still new. I gesture to the people that are like...
You're like, what, level 5?
We haven't known each other too long. Did it take you a long time to trust everyone?
Yeah. It took a long time to trust myself. Unfortunately, again, I think until that last act. She kind of like leans over a little to you and says, I was pregnant and I didn't tell my husband before we fought Bitnotal. So, yeah. It'll happen. And you might have people sometimes, gods forbid, you might have people who don't work with the party. Lost some good people, or people who could have been good.
But trust your gut.
Trust your gut. More than anybody, be honest with yourself. In whatever circumstance that might be. And it's okay to disagree with the party. Sometimes. But, yeah, darling. And you watch as, like, Kleptaris kind of walks up. I think we probably should go. Oh, congratulations, by the way.
Thanks. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, we, left a little thing, so I'm sure it'll be auctioned off. What is it?
I peek.
It looks like some type of, like, fancy, mini statue of Benona.
Thanks for your offering.
Anything for a good cause, so. It was nice to meet you,
Terrence.
Nova. She kind of gets up and walks away.
After they leave, he goes, so cool.
Just throws up.
He exhales really hard and like takes a drink.
So, at the point that you guys are all at the bar, Casimir will walk up to you all and kind of just first walk up to Issa, kind of like give everybody else that's there kind of just like a hello, like not even a hello, just like look at you. My sister wants to have a meeting with you tomorrow, so I suggest you all get rest.
Excellent.
Okay. All right.
And then he just walks away.
Wait, anywhere in particular?
I'll come find you.
Great.
You alright there, Casimir?
Oh, I'm fine.
Alright.
Issa's just gonna follow Casimir out and kind of start petting Cower if Cower will let her, and then...
Yeah, Cower will.
Yeah. Just kind of be like, listen, thank you for pretending to be my boyfriend, and it's been lovely, and I hope you can keep that up, just for my sake, I guess, kind of selfish, but I mean, you did insert yourself in my life and then in my friends' lives, and I think I just need to be on the same page. I know you came to me first, and is there something specific you need or want from me? or that your sister specifically wants from me?
My sister will tell you tomorrow. As for me, I'm just an observer. And he kind of just gives you a smile, takes, like, just kind of like, does a quick snap to Cower, who just, like, kind of like gets right next to his side. Tomorrow, then. I'm just going to say that night kind of, like, most of the people probably leave. You kind of just, it just kind of ends as you guys go back to, where do you go back to? Do you guys go back down to the Lost and Found in the Echo Chamber?
I think so.
I was gonna say, I'm going back down if no one else has.
Yeah.
We should also report to Big T that Vorano's dead, because that was kind of our task at hand.
That's...
And who we're working with.
I mean, but Darian also knows.
I mean, yeah, but even still.
Yeah. I'll go down and hang with Big T for a sec. Fuck it. I like that dude. He might be passed out on the bar again, but, like, whatever.
As we're heading to the Echo Chamber, I mean, are we going as a group, or is everybody leaving, like, randomly? As if everybody's, like, leaving randomly and they want to do, like, really quick stuff or whatever before we all get back to the Echo Chamber, I think Codex, if she has, like, a moment with everybody there, she's like, hey, guys, I would just love, once we're all back, if we could all just meet up in my room for, like, just a second. That would be awesome.
You know what? I actually think that's a great idea, Codex.
Agreed, yes.
Okay.
We'll be there.
As you guys are, like, walking out of the party back to the Echo Chamber, you probably see Maud is also probably just, like, standing, like, probably near, like, waiting for a carriage to get her or something.
Still as Lady
Lady Leandra still, but...
Is she, like, by herself?
Yeah, she's by herself.
Okay, yeah. I think Issa's gonna go up to her and just... What a party, huh?
Yes, definitely very interesting. If you could just stand right there, and then she kind of, like, cowers behind you, like behind you a bit, just, like, whoosh, drop Leandra and be Maud. Okay, alright. Yes, very interesting party. For sure.
So I found out something that Balthazar's doing. He apparently has a lot of the victims of the graduations and is building an undead army.
It's okay.
And then she's gonna see if Maud has any reaction to that.
So her reaction is she closes her eyes, she sighs a little, and she's kind of giving more of like a, it's okay, it's okay. She has that kind of like, I'm fine. And this is credible information, we think, yes?
Yes.
Good, okay, great.
Did you know?
No.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean I don't think somebody knew.
Yeah, I think so too. So go have a chat. And let me know how it goes.
Are we still going to stay in contact, or are you completely out of the Red Raven?
I think we should stay in contact.
Okay.
Oh, give Elise my best. I didn't get a chance to say hi to her.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Oh, right. My best friend. Yeah, give her my best. Sorry, we're dealing with the display and everything.
What do you want me to tell Sham?
Not a lot. What do you want to tell Sham?
I don't know. Sham's been kind of aloof.
I think he knows a lot more than he's telling us, and it's putting us in danger.
Oh, he definitely does, but I am also now suspecting that the amount he knows is not necessarily as safe as we thought before, if that makes sense. Like, he knew more, but it felt fine, but now it's like he knows more and I feel not fine about it. So
I don't maybe keep to yourself that you and I know about the undead, because I think he already knows.
Yeah. Also, looking at your interactions here or there, passing by, probably best to make it seem as if the Fated Fates are still somewhere in the hand of the Red Raven, so that you have your financial dues paid for your tuition. I think you still have... how much left?
A year.
Okay.
She puts her Red Raven guild patch back on, because she was wearing it underneath her cloak, the whole thing.
Keep that... You have a sending stone, right, that you can talk to Maud to?
Mm-hmm.
Keep that on you. I'll keep mine. Hopefully everything's fine, but... I don't know, with all the recent activities, my trust in Sham is waning.
Trust Elise. And that's it.
Yeah, well, keep me updated in what you'd like, and I hope at least we have trust in each other.
Yeah. And Issa will give Maud like a quick hug. And then...
You hug Maud, and Maud's like, she's so not used to hugs.
Yeah.
And she's just kind of like...
I know. They've hugged like once.
Yeah. Good luck. Probably that time a carriage comes for her and she gets in, as you probably like run to catch up with the others. I'm just gonna say with your physique and your athleticism, you probably catch up pretty quickly with them as they're going down like the stairwell, if you will, into the echo chamber to go to the Lost and Found. Once you guys get into the tap room, you see Darian's already talking with Big T, so if you just want to leave that and go up to Codex's room, it's up to you guys.
I'd probably grab a few drinks.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd definitely grab some drinks.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you'd probably grab a round that someone carries up to get onto the elevator as you guys go to... You guys are on the fourth, right? The fourth floor? Yeah. As you guys kind of go up to the fourth floor, and Codex leads you to her room.
Perfect. So Codex.
Oh, we're doing it right now. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like it's best to debrief immediately after everything has happened, so...
Yes. We're all here, we all have some libations. Do tell.
Okay, so, and she, like, goes and, like, closes her door. So, I was just thinking, after everything that happened in the party, and everything that's been going on since we started as a group, I've learned some things, I feel like other people have learned some things, and maybe, just potentially, with all the stuff that we're involved in now, I thought it might be a good idea if we all just had... I was gonna call it a girls' night, because I do have nail polish and stuff. We could do like, some spa shit, but maybe like just a friendship evening where we're just we full honesty, everything on the table, just full trust between each other. Because I feel like moving forward, we should know everything about each other. Well, maybe not everything. I just want to be honest and be able to feel like we all understand and we're all on the same page.
It's a lovely idea. I don't think we have the time, but if you'd like to share anything.
Yeah, I think you should go first.
Okay, what do you want to know?
Issa smirks a little bit.
Did you invite Balthazar to the party?
Yes.
Why did you invite Balthazar to the party?
Because I wanted
When
to...
did you invite No.
Because I wanted to talk to him and maybe get more information from him.
About anything in particular?
Well, just like well, we know about some he might have been involved in some weird stuff with the graduation and whatever, and I thought maybe him being at the event that is there to support the families, maybe it would, you know, the association, he might like slip up and say something, or I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Why does he respond to you?
I don't know, but I look really great in this dress. So maybe, but I think you might just be interested in I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty easy to talk to. And I did at the first part I might have been a little weird, and I did tell him that we were mortal enemies. So maybe that's just what set off this whole thing.
That might do it, yes.
Remember, a lot of stuff that Codex is referencing. Did you?
Exactly, I don't know it.
Yeah, I was like, that was all the galaxy.
No one told me that Codex invited this person. I didn't know this person was even here. I don't actually really know this person.
Yeah, you didn't really know this person existed other than what...
So I was completely...
Except for the debriefing we gave with Julian and all that.
Well, it's like you would be saying, like, my friend Tyler, and I'm like...
You're like, okay, yeah, Tyler.
Okay, yeah, Tyler. And no one told me that Tyler was here.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, with the whole, like, mortal enemy thing, you're like, when did that happen? Like, that'd be at the fundraising gala, but you don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of these things.
So, like I was saying, so that the first time that I saw him at the gala thing, which, you know, was weird, but I ran into him before the gala even started, and he has the similar eyes to the thing that we saw in the woods, so I was like, oh, it's the same thing. I don't know if it's the same thing anymore. It might be wrong. Could have been a weird intro, but I did tell him that we were mortal enemies, and that might be why he's interested, because it was a very confusing first conversation, granted, from his perspective. Yeah. The other reason that I did invite him, and I know you guys probably won't like this, but I thought, initially I was like, this might be a good idea. I thought maybe I could just bargain with him if he is Vorano's, like, boss or whatever. I mean, if he's just, like, a lower level person, I just asked him if he would kill him for me.
Kill Vorano?
Yeah, kill Vorano.
And you asked him that at the party.
Did you have that? Was this before or after the reveal? I'm just...
Yeah, was that before or after he killed Vorano?
Well, obviously it was before. Why would I ask him to kill Vorano when I knew Vorano was dead?
So you asked Balthazar to kill Vorano, and then Balthazar gave us dead Vorano.
Yeah, but it was like that. You know what I mean? Like, we were dancing. We were, well, it was very fast. I don't think he personally was like, I'm gonna stab Vorano, because we were dancing, and I was like, what would it take for you to kill Vorano for me? And then he was like, well, let's just go look at this big reveal thing, and then,
okay, pause.
The big box. Yeah.
Pause.
What is that?
What is that? Obviously, Vorano's off our table. Or not. I don't know if you don't trust, like I don't trust.
I don't
think any of us trust that
Cool,
he's fully dead here.
Pretend a job is a job is a job. We're done with that job. Our job is now Balthazar, technically, if we want to continue through with that. What do we know about this individual?
You know, he's a vampire.
Sure.
But we can very clearly assume that he was involved with the infestation. Because when we were fighting those guys outside of Kirik's warehouse, you said they turned into the similar ooze that was used in the woods of the rats, blah, 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 blah. We can assume that they're connected, and there's some kind of tampering going on with my serum base that is incorporated with necromantic energy. That's my theory, at least. We also know that, like you said, Casimir and
Bull of Merrimount Society.
Yes, Fiara. Speaking of which, we are meeting with Fiara tomorrow.
Yes.
Issa, you know Casimir more than we do. Do you know why they would want to meet up with us?
Well, in the spirit of honesty, I think they want to specifically talk to Juan and Codex about something. So I don't know if inviting us all is a front, or if they genuinely want to talk to all of us. And there's no ulterior motive, but I do know that they specifically would like to discuss things with Juan and Codex.
Are they, like, tight with Balthazar? Like, are they, like, close-knit family?
No. I don't think... Casimir's not tight with Balthazar. I don't know exactly. I haven't met Lady Fiara more than once. I don't know if I've ever met her at all, to be honest. But Casimir is kind of his own thing, but he likes his sister more than Balthazar, but I don't think they had anything to do with Balthazar's.
And if you recall, they were fighting at the gala.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say, who was fighting with Balthazar at the gala? It was...
Yeah, I was going to say...
Fiara, right?
I saw Fiara, Balthazar and Fiara arguing at the gala. So, if we're meeting with Fiara, which is crazy, what... I just want to be clear, like, what are we telling her versus not telling her? Because the last two people that we've worked for, both Darian and Sham, we've been telling everything.
I mean, I feel like Darian is trustworthy. I feel like I have no... I don't know.
One does laugh at that.
I don't know. I mean, like, with the fact that they're already underground, we had nothing to hide underground-wise from them.
True.
Sham is a guild leader. Are we still working for Sham? Like, is that still...
I don't
Well,
think so.
that was going to be my next question, is why do we care? I mean, obviously, he's working with Vorano. We cared about Vorano because that was her job, but why do we care? Mm-hmm. Is there any reason to care? Are they really doing anything bad, or are they just, money laundering? Do we really care about money laundering?
No.
I mean, yeah, they caused some tragedies at the colleges, but, like, are they going to do it again? Do we have to care about that? Do we care about that?
Who specifically are we asking if we care about? Sham?
We're asking. I'm asking about Balthazar. Why do we care about Balthazar? Obviously, it's our job.
Is it
But
our
it
job?
really isn't our job anymore. So do we care?
We were never assigned to hunt
Are we?
Balthazar.
I'll ask you in the
Here,
big
one,
hyperbole.
I would say that we do need to care about Balthazar, no matter if they're trying to do something atrocious again, because they did have this huge power play where they killed someone that we were looking for us, and then they clearly know Lady Seraphima in some way, and now I don't know if they're in cahoots or what Lady Seraphima's going to ask us to do first, but I do think we need to keep Balthazar on our radar.
Yeah, if we can redirect. Are you cool with this? I point at. Also, nice to meet you, I guess.
She's still in the armor. But
Yeah, I mean, but are you okay with this? Your aunt? You never mentioned it before.
we're gonna have to be cool with a lot of things really quick.
Don't be big. Are you cool with this?
No.
That's all I needed.
Are we
So
in
how do
danger
we
now?
maneuver this if it's not cool?
It's not cool. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
I don't have one.
Stay out of this lane. You can be in any
Fair
other
enough.
lane. Don't be in this lane.
I see.
It's a dangerous lane.
I see.
You know.
But we are in danger.
I'm gonna be like, you know, nobles.
Yes, I do. And I'll stick to the shadows as best I can.
Don't poke and prod too much.
So we just play
No
it like
promises.
If you do, you tell me.
Agreed.
so for now we're just playing it as normal as it can be. We're an adventuring party being sponsored by a higher noble.
At the end of the day, she's probably just keeping an eye on us. She's probably trying to find information. She won't do anything if we don't step out of line.
What is the line?
The line is you don't ask about anything the Russos are doing.
Yeah.
Then there'll be all of the conversation. She's killed her daughter. She's not above killing any of us if we don't stay in line.
Was her name Adelaide?
There was a public execution in Adelaide.
And that was her daughter.
That was her daughter.
Do you know why?
Was that before or after she took over for her brother?
You do know Cornelia Russo is the niece of Seraphima.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the information I'll reiterate for you all.
She's been in power for a long time. That was after. The story goes that she likes to tell is that she was releasing criminals. Adelaide.
Your cousin?
Do you know what her crime was?
Releasing criminals. There was apparently some that she released that were threats to society, as Seraphima says.
I see.
She comes from money. We'll be fine if we don't play that game.
Alright.
If we just stop playing D&D, we're fine.
Oh my god, yeah, the problems will be solved if we just stop.
Lady Seraphima isn't real. She can't hurt you.
Any other questions while we're here? Is there anything else anyone wants to reveal, let out, just
I mean, we were all talking
vent?
to people at this party if anyone learned anything useful.
It's more of an, there's too much going on.
So, before we're, wrapped up or whatever...
Yes, you had more, Coda?
I just wanted... She, her eyes, dart over at one for a second. I think that I would love if we just took stock of all of the problems, so I could put a number on it, and just keep it all in my head. So if anybody has issues, Terrence, Vorano's dead, so that's one less problem, right?
Supposedly.
He does an air check mark.
You don't think he's dead?
No, but I don't think it'll pop up anytime soon. I think...
Okay, so that eliminates one of my problems right off the bat. That's good. That's great.
Yes.
Temporary hold on the Vorano issue.
Correct.
Did Issa tell us about the undead army?
No.
No, we don't know about that.
But we do know
Issa,
that...
you sitting on a secret over there?
I would like to hear Codex's numerical list of problems.
It just sounds like our issues are Vorano and Balthazar right now. As you see my helmet shift towards you a little bit, Codex.
Just Vorano probably being alive, and then maybe Balthazar, and then maybe Lady Fiora, depending on what this meeting could be about. Maybe it's just that I needed some, like, severance pay or something.
Insight on both. I got a 21.
To be suspicious of that.
I got a nat 20.
I got a 24.
Oh!
So it's like if you're she's like yeah, it just seems like those are our problems, and she like rattles off that list, and then like she kind of looks over at everyone, and she like catches your eye, and she's like, "That's it, I swear." She's always been very forthright, so
Shay gives like a little smile and just tufts her hair a bit.
Sounds like right now those are 2 issues. We should go to bed, go to this thing tomorrow, try to discern any information that we can. Anything else from anyone?
No, sleep sounds fantastic.
Meeting adjourned.
Issa's gonna hang behind really quick. So, like, everyone exits. Issa closes the door behind everyone. Yeah.
you like close the door. Codex like is like about to take over. She turns. She's like, "Oh, hi."
Sorry. I just want to prepare you. And she's trying to talk in hushed tones so that no one can. Can you cast message?
She'll cast message. You just hear her be like, "Okay."
Because we're going to see Lady Fiora tomorrow, I just want you to know, and I don't judge, or I will not tell anyone, but she knows that you stole the Darkroot Diamond. So I don't know if that will come up, or...
She's like, just like frozen, staring at you, and...
They know one was involved too. So, I just...
Why do they know? Out loud. Just out loud.
We don't hear any words, we just hear screaming, and we're like...
Yeah, what was that? In the head, in the...
Fuck. And then she casts it again. Why do they know? Really loud in your head.
Issa sits on the bed. She's like, okay, I don't know why they know.
She casts again, just talking over you. You didn't ask?
No. It doesn't matter why or how they know, but they do know. And I know that she specifically wanted to talk to you and one. And I just want you to know that so you can mentally prepare for tomorrow.
This isn't helpful. This is out loud.
No.
Again. This isn't super helpful to know, because now I'm going to be stressed going into tomorrow.
Yeah, but I see we can maybe avoid this in front of...
I'm calm.
Insight check? No. Yeah,
but
Issa
this
keeps
is out loud.
pointing to her head. She's like,
Oh, shit.
Codex.
Yeah, she casts it again. It's literally like I talk to you, you talk to me, and then I have to cast it again to respond to you.
No,
so
I
it's
know,
just
yeah.
constant.
It's just us.
It's like a walkie-talkie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'll cast it again and be like, see, now I'm gonna go into tomorrow and I'm gonna have things in my brain that I am going to try not to say. And these people are very good at getting you to say things.
I mean, they already know you did it.
I know that, but why would they want to talk to me if they know I did it? I don't know where it is.
Right, but you did steal successfully a very powerful magic item, so maybe they...
Yeah, it was super easy. This is out loud again. It was super easy. I just walked in and took it.
Issa now is like behind Codex, like bringing... We're like cuddling in bed now. She's like, shut the fuck up.
She like casts again. Wait, does it require verbal?
Yeah,
yeah, it does. You can't cover my mouth. I have to talk to cast it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she'll cast message again and be like, yeah, it was super easy. I just showed up and then grabbed it and then left. You think they would have better security?
I don't know. I mean, that sounds kind of like it was an inside job. It doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
Nothing. You did it, and one was somehow involved because they want to talk to her.
I didn't see her there. She wasn't there.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. I just want you to know, because one wears a mask, and she can hide her emotions fairly easily, but you, and this is not a criticism, you're very open, and yeah, you're very open, and it's nice that you seem honest, and real. But with them, I just don't... I don't know. So, Codex, I just wanted to let you know they had said that they know that you did that.
She has, like, this, like, look on her face. I guess you can kind of see because you're fucking behind her. But, like...
I'm cuddling you.
Yeah, she has this, like, look on her face where she almost looks, like, a little... like, confused, maybe, like, slightly, just, like, ever so slightly offended. And she casts message again, and she's just in your head you hear her say, if you don't want me to tell people something, just tell me. I'm good at keeping secrets, Issa.
Well, I mean, I found out about this, but, there's nothing I don't want you to tell them. This is more for you, because you did something that is not necessarily above board, and they know about it. So this is more of a... This is just me telling you that they know, as a friend. I don't know why they want to talk to you. It's just, that's how it is. So I'm not telling you not to say anything. And I don't care that you... In the message, she's like, is this still...
she like has again. Yes.
How many words do I get? Wait, hold.
It's not a limit. You just have to respond, but you gotta keep it short.
Okay.
Stop letting go of the button. It cuts you off if you let go of the button.
Shit. Okay. Yeah. Hey. I don't care that you were involved in that. It doesn't matter to me, and but it matters to them, and I don't know why. So just take that as it is. I just trust to let me know if we're in danger because of that.
Well, yeah, obviously we're in danger. If you know about it, then you know, like... And if the Neramont Society knows about it, or at least the bull of the Neramont Society knows about it, that means we have the Neramont Society and possibly the Onyx Obscurity coming after us now. If they even need to come after us, which, like, I don't know, this is a loose end.
Well, who did you steal it for?
The head of the Onyx Obscurity.
Okay. Issa takes, like, a deep breath. She's like...
This was Issa. She, like, casts a message again. This was my, like, trial mission for... This is what Sham gave me as my first mission.
Ooh.
Yeah, Issa's like, that doesn't... She, like, falters a little bit. Issa rarely falters. She's good at keeping her composure, but, like, this is probably the third time in the whole campaign where after she says Sham gave her the mission, she's kind of like, what? For the Onyx Obscurity?
Cast message again.
Yeah.
Just assume if I'm doing it. I'll say if she speaks out. I'll say if she speaks out loud, because she does. But, like, yeah, she casts message again, and she's just like, yeah, this was the first mission that I had to... This was, like, my trial run. That's why I was saying. The other one that we did was so easy. It was just killing rats. That was my starting mission! Sean was like, here's a piece of paper, just read the thing, and you'll go there, and then read another piece of paper, and you'll leave the museum, and then there was the lady from the Onyx Obscurity, and she was fucking weird. But he let me keep my memories of it, so that's great, I guess, and it's been 2 years, so...
Oh. Okay. Okay, so you... So, the head of the Onyx Obscurity, last you knew, had the diamond.
Yeah, the pink lady.
And Sham gave it to her.
Well, I gave it to her. Sham gave me the mission.
Okay. And is that the last time you saw this woman and the Onyx
we saw
Obscurity?
Her. She casts again. We saw her talk to one when Sham was there, when one left before the gala.
So the head of the Onyx Obscurity knows one.
And gave her that mission that one can't remember what she did.
Okay. Why can you remember then? I don't
know. Sham... Cast message again. Sham was like, here, drink this, but I'll let you keep the memories or something, which... In hindsight, I'd get.
Then what did he have you forget?
I don't think I forgot anything. I can't remember anything that I would be missing.
Issa like
she like pauses when she says that. She's like,
yeah. Right. I can't remember what I forgot.
I guess what I'm saying is I don't have someone that can be like my spotter to be like, hey, you disappeared for a bunch of time and you were gone. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have any lost time as far as I can.
Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that they know that you did it.
Yeah,
and they know one was involved. I don't know how one was involved. That's it. So.
I love D&D, you guys.
Yeah, I'm losing my ever-loving mind over here. Tapestry is weaving in my brain.
Seriously.
Alright. I'll just go into tomorrow and I will be just like one. I will
Comes in a mask.
do that.
Or a mask.
Yeah.
Codex, I want to be clear. I'm not asking you to be someone you're not. This is simply a gesture. I'm telling you what I know. That they know about you.
No, I get that,
don't
but I
want you to be someone that you're not. I like you how you are.
This is like Alex. She's like, okay, well, that's very nice. But I think that sometimes who I am is not necessarily the best person to be when dealing with what we're dealing with, because I was not. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm gonna be real with you, Issa. I don't know what's going on. So I think maybe in this circumstance specifically, maybe I won't channel one. Maybe one's a little too hard. I could probably pull off Wash though.
Strong and silent type. So
Yeah. I mean, you know, she like flexes. She's
yeah.
So I
like,
think I could,
exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So I think I could do that. I don't have Shay's assets. She like dressed just to her chest.
Not many of us do. Yeah.
So she's like very flat chested.
Yeah, Issa's like it's just pecs. Like Issa's just so she works out so much that there's not like, just like no, I get it. Not all we can't all have those assets.
I know. It's crazy. It's actually insane. But yeah. So I think maybe I'll just go for the whole like I'll stand there. I can't smoke. It's so bad for your lungs. So
yeah, you don't have to smoke.
Yeah. Do you run a truck stop? But yeah,
okay.
I appreciate. I don't want this to come off that I'm like angry at you or anything, because I'm just freaking out all the time. So just keep that there.
Just let me know if there's anything I can do, Codex. Okay, I don't.
Yeah,
and if
for
you
sure.
if you are angry with me, that's okay.
Oh, you'll know if I'm angry with you.
Okay. Issa's gonna take a bath and then retire to her room and throw a bunch of shit around because she's fucking angry, and she goes to bed crying a little bit. That's like kind of Issa's like
feminine rage.
Issa has some feminine rage. She presents very, very well, and then in the comfort of her, in privacy, she's very raw and emotional and whatever.
Once I go get into sweatpants, Codex is gonna go bother Wash and be like, I should probably crash course reading as much as possible. Can we accelerate this process? Can you make it faster?
Is that currently happening?
I guess so.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, sure, I got some books to help.
I don't see how books can help, Wash. I can't read, so...
There are 4 here, and then he opens it up, and it's like a little child holding an apple, and A is on the page. That's A.
Jesus Christ.
She almost looks like... You could tell she's totally embarrassed, and she's like, Yep, we got ABC down.
Yep. You're like, Wash, if you don't remember correctly, we did ABC.
We got ABC
last week,
and
so
D.
if we can go to E next.
My intelligence check got me 4 letters, so keep up.
Make an intelligence check, I guess, just to see how far you get.
I like roll to try to assist.
Yeah, make a charisma check.
Oh my god.
No.
I need more books on teaching.
Codex?
Do I hold on. Do I use my Tides of Chaos because I'm rolling like ass? Yeah, I might as well. I'm gonna give myself advantage because I rolled a 6.
Issa's outside. How's the reading going?
Shut up. So, with my Tides of Chaos die, which gives me advantage, I rolled a nat 1. So, I'm gonna have to go with the 5.
I got an 11.
It's not going well. I think you lost.
D looks a lot like C backwards.
Oh my gosh, you also just have fucking dyslexia, so it's so
no. You lost the knowledge of D, and now you have dyslexia.
I actually think like part of
you became dyslexic.
part of why Codex just didn't really try at school was she does have dyslexia, so she can't.
Oh no! That sounded really bad. There's nothing wrong with being
There's
dyslexic.
nothing
No,
wrong.
but to make it more challenging that you just give up is
Yeah, that's joking.
Yeah.
I get it.
Seeing everything in 3D.
It's hard.
I fucking struggle with numbers, dog. That's why I was really bad at math. Beyond, like, I was also just bad at math, but numbies do be switching around sometimes. Yeah, I think she just gets frustrated, slams the book shut, and she's like, okay, this isn't working, so tell me a fun fact about yourself and then I'll leave.
No?
Why?
Why?
What do you mean, why? I just want to know more about you. We're on a team now.
How about you go first, then?
I did go. I was bad at reading. There you go. It's a fun fact about me. Wash, you know so much about me. I never shut up.
Yeah, that's fair. I was homeschooled, so I guess that's why I'm bad at teaching.
Okay, that works. And she just goes up for a high five. Yeah. Goes up for a high five.
Yay!
Little high five. Woo!
Yeah, she hits her hand pretty fucking hard, and then she's like, all right, solid job, see you later. And she leaves.
So you got ABC backwards C with a line.
There you go.
Don't know what sound it makes.
Wash takes a shot.
Ow.
Andrew, I'm so sorry.
The science team.
Science team, show me what's up.
She enters. I'm gonna say this. She enters. The armor comes off. She probably like grabs like her tankard that she's been drinking out of, and she like kind of downs it.
Do I see your leg, or are you in pants?
Oh no, I'm not. I didn't change out of my dress.
Mm.
The armor doesn't leave my leg.
Got it.
I'm gonna try to create use shadow jump points. So that's my idea.
I love it.
Yeah. I think I don't know much about artifice.
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 But
I mean,
I can follow a blueprint.
yeah. I mean, your work in alchemy is almost identical to what I do. So.
Alchemy.
Sorry, not alchemy.
It's not alchemy.
Not alchemy.
It's like alchemy is the closest thing to what it is,
Okay.
I guess. But there's no magic.
There's no magic involved.
No. My whole goal is to try and create a magical effect without the use of any magical skill. I have no, if you want to get into the logistics of it, everyone has their own innate magic. Bleh. That's what the schools tell you. But
That's what the school system tells you.
yeah.
If you look at one, she has like so invested in every word you say right now.
So
Are you de-armored right now?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everything has its own innate magic. That's why magical components aren't always necessarily magical. Like, the example I always give is nightshade is a poison. It's not necessarily magic, but it has an effect. It can do something. And every person has their own innate magical ability, the gods, whatever. I'm using things that are not... They can be used to, like, as components for a magic spell or something like that, but they are not inherently magical by themselves. And that's what I use to create what I can. And it's not alchemy, but it's like alchemy in the sense that I'm taking something and creating something else. But instead of taking the equivalent exchange that comes from alchemy is that you take something to create a whole, like, mold it into something different, isn't what I do. I use things to create an effect.
Like how alcohol creates drunkenness.
Exactly. Alcohol isn't magic, but it is kind of like a
But it has an
poison.
effect,
It's
yes.
it's like poison. I don't know how to but
It's like the antithesis of poison.
Yeah.
You're trying to create.
yeah. it started out pretty harmless in the sense that I was just trying to find a way to like build muscle mass and like create a way to slowly alter the body over time. But that's hard to do as a teenager when you live in an apartment complex and you go to public school. The reason I ended up working for Vorano in the first place was because he was the only one that gave me access to the items that I actually have and have been using. You guys are great. I'm not going to tell you what goes in these things. Not right now.
I heard respect that.
Correct, yes.
But what I have come up with, the formula that I use now when what happens to me happens, is the closest I've got to having like this intense chemical effect.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's done something like this before, which is also why I'm kind of to create a chemical reaction.
And it's not just brewing. It's different from brewing.
Well, actually, it's not that different. If you look at the way, say, ale is made, it is a similar concept. So, in the concept of alchemy, it involves combining materials, pouring them into each other. So, with brewing, for example, for like beers and ales and things like that, there is a chemical component, but that arcane, is not necessarily involved. It is just something that happens when you make put these things together. So people have been doing this, I guess, but I'm doing it on a scale that's much greater than just creating something to get someone drunk. I am trying to create something completely different. So I'm trying to do the chemical without doing the al. So it's a chemical reaction to when you put these things together. Yeah, sorry, if you get me talking about it, I won't stop. This has been my whole life's work, so if you, but...
It's so simple yet so incredible.
So you two are starting to work together to create non-magical things?
No, not necessarily create. I mean, we haven't yet. I'm sure there's plenty of things we can combine our intelligences to create.
She got, like, you can tell that, like, she's probably, like, a little rosy because she's been drinking. She's like, I was hoping that we could work together.
No, I think it'd be great. The original reason I asked her was because when I become Terry, I guess that's the name he decided to give himself.
He's big.
I don't remember much, and it's hard for me to, like, actually measure the effects of my serum if I can't remember it, so I would like someone else to observe.
Fascinating, and you are good at that.
Yeah. Also, I feel like I should come up with a name for it.
For what?
The serum. It's just called the serum right now. I feel like I call it, like, Surge.
Copyright.
Squirt.
Oh, I should call it tea. It's literally fantasy testosterone.
Oh my god, it is.
Terrence Terry.
Yes.
And Big T will get credit for that, so.
Yeah, right. Well, if either of you ever need any unique components or ingredients that you have difficulty finding, you let me know. I have experience in such things.
I love the science team.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of, like, sit back for a second, and I'm, like, kind of, like, looking at my sketchbook, thinking about what you just said. Shay,
Yes.
I'm going to be fourth grade with you.
I'm gonna play
Alright.
Fortnite with you.
I'm going to play Fortnite with you.
Great, I've been waiting for this day.
I start flossing.
I'm going to play Naruto. You should be my Sasuke.
Yes.
It's a not funny joke. Lexi, why'd you make that joke?
I'm so sorry. Hi, fans of GTIY. I apologize for the jokes that I have made.
It was incredibly insensitive.
It was incredibly insensitive. I
Start crying.
I'm just trying to be better. And I hope that you stay with me. I'm going to be completely forthright with you.
Alright.
Are you from the Grove? I've seen that magic before.
I am. Where have you seen it?
Terrence makes a face. I don't know how to describe the face that he makes, but he's like...
Hold on, Terrence is making a face right now.
He's a little look at him.
I'm assuming based on what I know about this culture, saying names is a big deal. This can be a one-on-one if it needs to be.
None taken.
Yeah, Terrence is like, I'm right here. Literally, hello?
That may be best.
Go like this, Terrence.
La 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 la.
That'd be very funny. Please do that. That's so funny.
Just in the corners, like da 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 da.
Is that good enough for you? Like, and it just the Terrence over there putting fingers on his ears.
I'll go. I should probably go to sleep anyway. Unless there's anything else we need to talk about. Science team to science team.
Welcome to the science team, apparently.
Apparently, I'm here for it, you know? Not my first time.
Hey.
I probably have a question for you later, though.
Absolutely.
Night.
No.
I'll leave. he understands.
It's like
I know when I'm not wanted.
I'll rip the band-aid off. Do you know Kuzan?
Do I know Kuzo? I don't think I do. No.
That meant that name was deleted from your memory.
Oh, yeah.
It was mentioned to you, but it was from the almonds apple.
The almonds apple stuff, yeah.
Sean wrote down 2 things. Kuzan might have been one of them. So when, at the end of the meeting, Sean showed you the 2 things that he wrote down.
Then yes, I do know Kuzan. But I don't know how, I just know the name.
You have the same magic.
Do you know where they came from in the grove?
Inner circles. I don't know the names that well.
Did he look like me?
No. I mean, 1, he covered his face a lot. But 2, he didn't looked human.
Fascinating. How long ago is this?
Over a year.
Did he say how he came about this skill?
I didn't pry. But he used the exact same magic, and I told him to use that magic quite a bit.
So you worked together?
A little bit.
Did he seem trustworthy?
In the beginning. She gives you that look where you're like...
They always do.
Kind of like that knowing look of like...
Well, unless something goes terribly wrong, I would like to say I probably won't have the same end with you as he did.
Where did you learn this magic?
It's innate.
But... So, your parents have it?
I'd rather not speak of them.
You got it from birth?
Correct. This is just...
Where were you born?
In the grove.
Did you know any people of power in the grove?
Yes.
How high did it go?
I can't tell you that.
I'm getting a boner.
I literally wrote at the top of this notes, I said listen to this session because I am not writing anything down. I am like...
I'm getting a boner.
Could that be the cold open?
And you know me, I have a boyfriend and I'm gay. I'm getting a boner.
I know how high it goes.
Do you? Care to enlighten me?
There's a tree at the center of the grove, right?
Everybody knows about that.
What's under the tree?
You're not special.
Lots of things.
What's under the tree?
Ladies, please. I have 2 hands. I just have a little thing to say to my viewers. I love playing this game. I love being a DM, but sometimes my brain goes numb because I'm just paying attention to these fucking good people that are doing a good fucking story. Bye. Sorry, continue. I'm like, this would be the point that's me doing the rewind. Like, was something said at this point, like in the TV show?
I'm enchanted.
Sorry, I'm so sorry to cut that. Sorry. No.
You know what's under the tree.
I do.
So do I.
How do you know?
Circumstance.
Have you been there?
No.
Good. Who told you?
I found out myself.
Really? Books? Interrogation? Torture?
Personal experience.
But you haven't been there.
She kind of gives that, like, piece it together, Shay. One was missing, wasn't it?
Yes. And you haven't been there, so you didn't take it, but do you know who did?
Do you know what's... You know what those things are?
Yes.
What are they?
I can't tell you.
I'm...
Beyond what you already know.
I'm being facetious, I know.
Yeah. How about you tell me?
I think we're gonna have to stay at guns pointing at each other on this one. Knowing we both probably know the answer.
Do you know where it is?
No hiding this face at all. No.
Great. Do you know... I would be very surprised if the answer to this is yes, but I'm going to ask anyway. Did you steal it from the museum 2 years ago?
Oh yeah, because your sister told you.
Do you know who did?
I was doing an insight earlier. As well. Like,
Lex, now is your chance to stay consistent in what you do to me.
Lexi also said she's not trying to hide anything when she's being like blatantly lying. Like it's been
No, but I think at this one it's like, no.
You don't know who took it?
I don't know who took it.
And you don't know where it is.
I don't know where it is. Between, I don't know who took it, she's very serious. It is very straight face. I don't know where it is. You can see there's a smile and it's like, she's not hiding the fact that she probably does.
Yeah. Well then, I guess we'll have to work together to find it then. If you want to. Seems you're quite curious about it.
Are we curious about it or what's inside it?
Let's just say I had one job when I was very, very young and I didn't do it. And that little piece is a reminder of that.
She reaches out her hand, kind of like for a shake, and like, we'll fix this.
She waits. And then grabs it.
I'm sorry.
You should be.
fuck. Fucking shit.
So good.
I'm so down with doing a cut to black after.
Yeah, cut to black after.
Yeah, that. Mwah.
Cool.
I'm sorry.
Done.
You should be.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So the next morning, is it okay if I just get you back up to the top side?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Right when you get out of the side door next to the June box, Casimir is standing there. Hello, Faded Fates, Issa.
Yeah.
Follow me. And then just starts to kind of lead you. At first you watch as he he almost does the Marceline in Adventure Time, where his feet are kind of picked up, he's just hovering, and then he stops.
Yeah.
The moment he gets to the marketplace where there's other people, he stops and then he starts walking.
Fantastic.
As Cower follows behind. As soon as Cower gets out of a shadow into the light, he just looks like a Rottweiler.
Oh.
Casimir, however, is sparkly.
No, Casimir's fine.
Yeah, super sparkly.
He leads you all to what you would recognize, Codex, as that same, I don't say it's the central Arl Envoy office, but it's that big one. It's the big post office, basically. He kind of turns around and then just says, will you allow me to do this? I can't tell you what you're going to allow me. You just have to say yes or no.
Really?
Yes.
Adult life is already so fucking weird. Okay.
Issa just nods.
That's 3.
Sure. If I say no, what happens?
First, can I ask you to please make your dog into a backpack?
B2 command up.
Codex? Cornelia?
I look to Codex.
She just kind of nods.
Again, what happens if I say no?
It might be painful.
You mean it's gonna happen regardless? Can I just turn around?
I guess technically no, it doesn't have to happen.
Why can't you tell us?
Just go with the flow one. Terrence says like a shit-eating grin. Like, no.
Like it's a joint.
As soon as he says her name, she kind of her whole body like perks up, and she's just like, you see her take like a deep breath, and she just sets like a stone cold face, and she kind of like, Codex is very bouncy even when she's idle. But like she kind of just like really mellows out. And her ears kind of droop a little bit, and she's like, I'm good.
Great. So no one has to make any saves. So you just watch as like Casimir kind of like moves his arms out as if he's holding an air guitar, and then you just watch as his like arcane, transparent guitar, like acoustic guitar, appears in his hands, and he just kind of does this big like ring strum as shadows pour out of the sound hole. Comes what looks like shadows that just like kind of pour out and wrap around your head like a blindfold, and it feels like you pass out. But there is not a long time. It's like you feel like you pass out, but then you're immediately awake as you're all standing in what looks like this large, like, the best way I can say it is like this white marbled floor. Maybe not marble, more like, granite. No, like marble and granite. Yeah, marble and granite floor, kind of mismatchy. And there's like this black obsidian desk with this like very lavish chair behind it, and the walls are lined in these bookcases. It's probably more of a half circle shape to the room. Behind you is a flat wall where there is a double door. Casimir is standing to your left, as behind that desk, which the chair is dramatically turned around for dramatic purposes, of course.
Is she petting a cat?
Yeah, she's petting a cat. You just hear Casimir say, Fiora, sister, we have the fated fates. And you watch as she kind of turns around, and she's kind of does this like very dramatic turn. She has that same look. Unlike Casimir and unlike Balthazar, she has like this, not fully red irises, but she has more like pinkish to red, like somewhere in between, like a salmon, maybe color-eyed. She has on her forehead currently what looks like red sunglasses, like red tinted sunglasses, not dark, but more like pink if she would put it over herself. And she's wearing very lavish clothes. She does have this kind of like just decor of white and black on her, but everything seems very clean and pristine. It almost looks like you're in like this weird, like if anyone's ever seen Westworld or like something futuristic, it looks like this like very clean futuristic white, and then these like large, probably also marble granite bookcases with regular books, like they're regular leather bound, probably brown tan tinted books. But you're sitting around her as she's kind of just like looks at all of you. So you're the fated fates.
And you're Lady Fiora.
I am. I have matched a bid. I will be your second patron, alongside Seraphima.
I see.
I whisper to Shay, is that how auctions work?
No, it's not. She and I have struck a deal. A keep was going to be released to you. We will keep it in the third. You will have to report to her sometimes. Other times you will report to me. Questions?
What if your tasks oppose each other?
Then you will choose mine.
Like
And
the
not
way
let
you
her
think.
know.
Works for me.
Terrence raises his hand.
Yes.
So, you said you matched a bid. If you are superior, if like your
She
goals-
cannot deny a bull's want.
That's true. You know what? I forgot about that. Okay.
She's only a burgomaster, if that answers your question.
It does.
I'm sure you have questions.
Yes. But do you have the time to answer them?
I do. That's why I brought you here.
Excellent.
You will be leaving the same way. We will have a type of separation. It just needs to be.
Safety and all that, I understand.
What are your plans for us?
I want you to stop Balthazar. And I want you not to kill him.
That might be difficult.
He's my brother. Unfortunately.
Does he need all of his limbs?
I don't know the vast of Balthazar's outreach. But whatever I can assure you is that he is behind most of the things that have occurred to, from what Casimir tells me, you people. Yeah. And now that you have a name for yourselves because of Seraphima...
What's Balthazar's plan?
I don't know. I'm also figuring that out as well. What I can tell you is this, obviously, and she kind of flashes her fangs. Mm-hmm. Let's say there are some of us who, despite our predispositions, try to maintain societal norms. Balthazar's never been that type. Say we feed on prey and lamb, he will always go after the shepherd. It's been a long fight, a long time of talking with Balthazar. I think, in his current state of freedom, he is unsavable.
And you're sure we can't kill him?
Yes. I mean, you can. Or you could try.
But it would make you unhappy if we did.
Do any of you have siblings?
No.
No.
I've lost enough as it is. I would rather keep even the crazy ones. Even if they're kept in a very locked and dark and faraway place.
So if we're supposed to beat your brother and bring him to you alive, what can he do?
She kind of like breathes and kind of leans to the table a bit, probably puts her head down for a second. Should we have mutual trust?
Sure.
I think our goals align.
I feel like we're gonna have to.
You bought us.
I already prefer you over Seraphima, so...
She's got a point.
Yeah.
You watch as she casts some type of magic, non-verbally and not really somatically. You just kind of watch as she waves her hands up and her form turns into the form of Phoebe. And that's where I'm going to end the episode.
Fun.
The Table Is Yours releases episodes in video and podcast format every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific. You can follow The Table Is Yours everywhere by the handle @TTIYDND. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you at the table next time.